Westfield's Cailyn Henderson has always wanted to make her living in golf. In college, it appeared it would be as a player. She was All-American at the University of Indianapolis, but before her senior season at UIndy, she dropped out of school.
It was very scary. I definitely will say it was very scary, but I wasn't fully happy, and I felt like my identity was really laying in what I shot on the golf course. You know, like, let's say if you didn't play well, maybe a coach would get mad, or you just didn't feel like you were worthy on the golf course. And so that led to my decision of not playing my senior year. And I also really wanted to go pro. That was another one of my goals. And so I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna trust God on this. I'm gonna drop out and see what happens. I will say it was the best decision of my entire life. It really was.
So after winning the 2022 Indiana Women's Amateur, Cailyn turned pro and gave tour golf a shot. But in her first attempt, things didn't work out.
I tried the mini tours, I tried Q school, and I just kept realizing that my scores were just not there. It got to the point where I'm like, this is not very fun when I'm out there and I'm playing for money now, and that's my job. And so it just got to be a lot of pressure on myself. Now it's just more of a fun thing, the competitive aspect, but I'll always try.
But Cailyn has other golf interests, fashion being one of them. So she started For the Girls, an apparel company for women and young girls.
My friend Margaret Wentz and I, we have always kind of joked about, oh, it'd be fun, to start a fashion business, a clothing business for women, young girls. And we kept joking about it, but we're like, oh wait, we should actually do this. And so it happened as soon as I dropped out of college. We were like, let's do this. And so because there's just not a lot of options for women and young girls. And so that's kind of when it developed, and then it just went into a full force business. We really wanted a staple as our first product because this hat, it's very different, very unique. And I feel like it sets us apart from some other companies. And so we are actually developing golf dresses right now. So the golf dresses have also been in the works for about a year. So spring of 2024, we're planning to come out with 3 different style golf dresses. Margaret actually hand drew one of them, and we created it out of that, which was really cool. So we'll have the Margot dress, we have the tournament dress, and the Chendo dress. The Chendo dress is something that I designed as well, and it's just going to be very flattering for all body types. I feel like it's hard to find something that's cute, flattering, and comfortable to swing in. So we're doing the dresses, and then our whole entire goal is to launch into a full apparel company for both women and young girls.
And Cailyn is somewhat of a social media star, with 139,000 followers on Instagram and 113,000 on TikTok. Just don't call her an influencer.
I don't like that word because people are like, oh, are you an influencer? I'm like, no, I'm just a normal chick, But I would say that that's actually becoming one of my main jobs as well. It's opened a lot of opportunities, a lot of doors. Working with the 2 main companies that I work with are Adidas and Callaway. So I do a lot of stuff with Adidas, with photo shoots, posting for them, testing out their gear, and then Callaway, I just love their clubs. So it's opened a lot of doors, and I just want to use my platform for good. I always told my parents that there's just this burning desire to bring a positive impact to people, and I always felt like I was going to have a platform. I used to think it was going to be through the LPGA, but I mean, those chicks are shooting 65 every round, so I'm like, okay, maybe there's a different platform for me, and I feel like this is now my platform.
Tour golf is still a possibility. But no matter what happens there, Cailyn Henderson is definitely living her dream of making golf her career. I'm Brian Hammonds for Indiana Golf.